whatever it is, what's going on. We're gonna make this real quick. And I hope I can do this in less than 30 minutes. So what I'm doing, I told you, staying on task. So I've cleared out this whole area here, and now I'm packing it up and I'm putting it away to haul off tomorrow. Whether some stuff is getting thrown away, some stuff is getting organized, some stuff is getting saved, but it can't stay here. So I did all that today, me and Lady Led. So now I want to tell y'all, everybody who's interested, and the reason I'm doing this video real quick, everybody is interested in these chicken coops. If you're interested in these chicken coops, I am not an affiliate. These come from Tractor Supply. I know different people feel different ways about Tractor Supply, but to each his own. I got all of these from Tractor Supply. I have a total of 4 of them. 3 of them is called the Penitentiary, and 1 of them is called the Hamptons. One I use as a bedding area for my pigs, and the other 3 is 3 separate chicken coops. But what I'm gonna do tomorrow is I'm gonna turn 2 chicken coops into 1. And I'm gonna tell you why. You're gonna see me do a little something today. I'm gonna turn 2 chicken coops into 1. I'm gonna remove the center wall, and I'm gonna be doing, I hope I can do it live. I'm gonna be removing the center wall so the chickens can walk straight through. I'm gonna remove that door on cell block 1, and I'm gonna show you why I'm doing that. Because I removed the door for the pig pen, that back wall, so they can bed down in here and they can go out in the pasture all they want to, okay? So here's my thing. The reason why I didn't want to leave that way, these pigs don't have too many predators except for coyote. It's not the season for coyote, but this has been a real weird year. So I want to be able to control that back door, and I also want to be able to lock them in. If I start seeing coyotes, just lock them into the bedding area so they're not out in the pasture and can get attacked. And here's the other thing. What the heck noises is those? I want to be able to walk straight through the pig pen, through the bedding area, all the way to the back to go take care of things in the pasture. Because this is why I'm gonna show you real quick, and then we're gonna get right to it. The reason why I want access to be able to get right into the pasture. I don't want to use this access that I made here. I sealed that up for good because I want to be able to come out here, and you can see right here. Let me see if I can zoom in on that. That board fell and hit my hot wire down there and bent it a little bit. So I want to be able to service that, but I don't want to have to open up. I don't want to have to open this back up just to go in there to handle that. Now they're already smart on this wire, so they're not getting anywhere close to this wire. That's as close as they'll get. They'll back up after that. So training them on the wire, and once they're trained on the wire properly, I'm going to extend their run even further out. So what I'm doing now, for everybody that's interested, how many people are interested in these cages, not cages, in these chicken pens right here? Because I get this comment all the time, so I figured I'd address it, and that way we'll know where we stand. If you're interested in this, oh, and you can see I started putting my solar panels on the top because I'm going to hook all of those up and run those to my solar system. All right, second floor gardening with Bear Brown. Interested in how much? It depends. I'm not going to talk about prices because you know with politics and prices, I can't tell you no prices. When I got them, they were $3.99, okay, on sale. So I would get one and I would wait a year. I would get another one and I would wait. Then they went on sale again and I bought 2 at one time. So I've been buying them like one year, another one another year, and then I just bought 2 this past winter. All right. So I just wanted to let you guys know that nothing gets in them unless you let some get in. Now, snakes will get in them. You can't keep snakes out of almost anything unless you're using really fine chicken wire. All right. Definitely interested in that price? Okay, go to Tractor Supply and look at the price because I don't know what they are now. All right. I don't know what they are not. Listen, I promise you this. I got them from Arthur Williams. I got them from Tractor Supply. They're called Producer's Pride 8x8 chicken pen. I didn't get the chicken coop to go along with it. How do the roosters get along? I don't understand what that means. So what I'm doing today is I got another one. I actually have 2 more. And I've had them for maybe a little over a month, maybe a month and a half. And I have not put them together. That's why the boxes are so soggy. And when my family was here, we didn't get a chance to get to putting them together. Soulful says, last I checked, they were $5.99. I don't know what the price is right now. Go to Tractor Supply, your local Tractor Supply, and look. But don't be tricked, because if they may say $5.99, and then they'll put a shipping cost, even if they're in the store. So a lot of stores are doing that. I'm not saying Tractor Supply is doing it. I'm just saying a lot of stores are starting to do the, yeah, it's still $5.99, but the shipping cost is $3.99 or something, or $4.99. Want to know? Okay, so I'm gonna show y'all real quick. We only been in here for 7 good minutes. Do you remove the snakes on your own? What do you mean remove the snakes? When you say remove the snakes on my own, I don't understand that question. How you doing, Sandy? And hello to everybody that's coming in the room that I wasn't able to say hi to. Remove the snakes from the coop. What do you mean by remove the snakes on my own? I don't understand that. I don't understand that question. While I answer these questions, I'm going to show you me put another one together. I've already started, and I want to show you how easy they are to put together. They are just as easy. Those are just as easy to put together as this one. This one is a short one. I just want to tell you something about this short one. It's only about 4 feet tall, 3 feet tall. And I got this to, like a little nursery. I got 2 of these, and the only reason I got 2 of these because they were on sale for $159. So I bought 2. Okay, that's the only reason I did it. And I said, for that price, I could use them as nurseries. I can use them as quarantine, anything. They were $159 a piece. And this is as tall as they are. You see my lawn tractor. So they have doors on the top. They have doors on the sides. And it's pretty cool. And they're 7 feet by 8 feet square. 7 by 8. So I'm going to go ahead and put this together. And it's so simple. I'm going to show you, let me see. I'm going to show you how I like to prepare. I like to prepare them. They come with these clips like this. Not clips, but clamps. Okay? They come with these clamps. And I like to get them all ready like this. It come in a lot of nuts and bolts like this and like this. Trust and believe me, if you go ahead and put them all together before you get started, you won't, it'll go like butter. Okay? Everything is click clack put together. The only tool you need is like a ratchet, and I believe this is a 17 millimeter socket. Okay, if you get a newer one, they're all 17 millimeter. The older ones are different, and the different brands are different because I have some kind of dog kennel back there, and it's a totally different size socket you need. So I'm gonna get into it. I'm gonna take 2 of these, and I'm gonna put these together. I'm gonna grab 2 more, and I'm gonna show you how easy this is, okay? Because I want to have this done by nightfall. I was going to do the coop over there and convert the whole coop, but I'm running out of daylight, and that's a little bit too much for me to do by myself. Okay, so you see this here. All I'm doing is I'm going to lift this wall here. I've already put this one together. It was 2 panels. Put them together with the clamps. Now I'm going to put the clamps on the sides. I'm using my lawn tractor to hold it up so I can just have somebody to hold it for me. Wait a minute. Okay. Any questions so far? So all I'm doing is now I got this all sandwiched together and ready to go. So all I'm going to do is take this, unscrew that because I only got it finger tight. Take that clamp off, scoot it back. It's going to take a little ingenuity here. When you can do it by yourself, but you know you're going to have to do some work. Come down a little bit. Finger tighten it like that. Have your ratchet already ready. Now don't get it too tight, just snug it. Cause you don't want that out of axis, okay? Now we're gonna do one more on the bottom. Any questions so far? I can see you. Any questions? No? Well, let me go ahead and get this other one. I like doing these short ones because I can stand right over them and I ain't reaching too high, breaking my back. Just like that. Put the nut on. And now I'm gonna tighten it. I'm just snugging it up. I'm not tightening, okay? I'm not worried about snakes. All right, so now we got one corner taken care of, just like this. Can y'all see that? Make that out? And what we're gonna do is the entirely other side. Can baby chicks get through there? Can't tell. They probably can. They probably can in their first stages. I'ma say in their first good 3 weeks they can get through there. Yes. If you putting super baby chicks in there, you're gonna want to put some hardware cloth around there. That's with any cage. So I got 2 more I'm about to put on. I'm still watching, listening to y'all. We got some exciting news to tell y'all, and I can't tell you right now because It's a big surprise coming. It's a big, oh my goodness, it's such a big surprise. And I want to run my mouth and tell, but I don't want to spoil the surprise. Just snugging it. Okay, I'm gonna put one more on the bottom, and then we're gonna drag it into place where it's gonna be permanently. You want this to be your house, pup? All right, look, pup is in here looking like this is for her. If you don't be a good girl, it'll be for you. Okay, let's see. All right, so now, y'all, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna drag this to the place where it's gonna be for good, okay? So I'm trying to give y'all a good view. I'm gonna sit it right here in front of my garden. Let me go ahead and move this. Watch out, pup. Y'all gonna wanna see all of this. It's gonna be a little awkward, but bear with me, okay? Okay. No. Okay, so now you see why don't tighten it. If you gotta move it or adjust anything or level anything, once you get all four corners up and you make it square, then you can start tightening. I don't tighten it until everything is together. But will it stand in Atlanta storm? I don't live in Atlanta. I live somewhere with worse storms. And nothing, I've had these for years. Nothing goes through these. My very first one I bought maybe 10 years ago. And I'm gonna show it to you. 10 years ago. I even think it was longer than 10 years ago. There's the one I bought 10 years ago. Still standing. 10 years ago. I've moved that cage to 3 different properties in 10 years. Somebody said where I live, in the Bronx. Boogie down. Okay, let's get this other side up. Or do y'all got any questions and I could just answer them and get that over with? Any quick questions? While I'm looking at the screen, one, two. How long did it take to ship to me? About a week. Where'd you? What house are you talking about, Larry? Yeah, I live in the Bronx. David Busby in the house. What's going on, bro? All right. I don't know what you're talking about. What did I say the similar cage was going to be for again? I don't know, because I don't know which cage you're talking about. What's up, Bane? How you doing, man? Been slowly getting your survival buckets going? That's awesome, man. Has the well water risen much more since you found it? Absolutely. Yes, it has. The well water, the well water is putting out a gallon a minute. And right now it's 7 feet deep. Bronx, New York, yes. Any tips for keeping the chickens warm through the winter? Yeah, you got to get them some Timberlands. Make sure don't use no cheap boots. Get your chicken some Timbs. That's the only way you're gonna keep them warm. Have them rock the Timbos, and you ain't got to worry about nothing else. All right, so I'm putting this other wall on right now. I'm watching these questions because I don't be knowing about some of these folks. Let me see. Side. Okay. I'm watching the questions, y'all. You got any suggestions, questions? I'm here. I was gonna start building a. I was gonna start building a pond this weekend. I was gonna start working on it, but it's the holiday for one, and two, it's about to rain, and three, I'm torn. I'm torn because something just came into my lap, and I don't know how I'm gonna deal with it yet. I can rent a skid steer for 300. Let me see, for $300 a day. Let me see. Will you be using a hand pump for the well? We'll see. We'll see. Just in case y'all don't know, this is a troll-free zone. If you don't know you a troll, some people, they say ghosts don't know they dead. Some trolls don't know they trolls. I'm not engaging no trolls. I'm not engaging No trolling type questions either. Said what? Wait a minute. I saw that. Hold on. What's that? Say what? Rent a skid steer or buy one? No, no, no. I was going to rent one for $300. It's $300 a day. But I ran into a deal that if I can catch it in time and come up with enough coins, I'm gonna buy a tractor. I'm gonna buy a used tractor. I don't know which one to do, but I'm put it to you like this. That used tractor, the price, I'm willing to learn, because it's old, but it ain't like, they still got parts and stuff for it. I would like to learn on a tractor. Thank you for that. Who just did that? Hold on. Who just did that? Thank you, Gene Strauss. Thank you for I'm gonna put it right with the pond fund. I'm gonna clip this last one on, and then we'll chat, and then we'll scat, okay? Because I gotta put this roof on, and I don't think I'm gonna make daylight putting on that last piece, even though it's easy. So y'all hold on. I'm listening to you, but hold on. Because I'm gonna put one more clamp on here, and we're gonna chat and scat. Because I do not want this dark to catch us. Me and the puppy been out here. One more clamp. And then I will put the roof on, but it might be a little too much. Hold on. Let me see. Do I already have a tractor for a skid steer? What do you mean, do I already have a trailer for it? And that's it. So now all I gotta do is lay the roof on the top and do exactly what I just did here, and it's a wrap. And here's the roof right here. All I really gotta do is lay it on the inside and tighten it up. Which now that I'm thinking, that may be a problem, because I won't be able to stand inside to tighten it up. I'm gonna lay one side on here so you get an idea of how this works, okay? The older tractors are great. They are strong. Yes, they are. Yes, they are, and that's why they're still around damn near 100 years later, all of them. So let me show you how this roof go on. I'm gonna show you how the roof go on. I'm not gonna put them together. Do I already have a trailer in order to move around your tractor or your skid steer, or will you leave it on the parcel of land? Why? What? I don't know. Why would you? I don't understand that question. Like, why? I'm trying to see how that could help you. Like, do I have a? All right. I'm just gonna lay this on here to show you, and then we gonna sit down real quick. You want to put these hooks where they're hooking over this way, and they should lay right on top. This is why I say don't tighten anything up. See that? This is why I said don't tighten anything up. So you'll be able to adjust it so it can be even. If you tighten it up too soon, you're gonna have to loosen it back up just so you can tighten it all back up again, okay? All right, so this cage has doors that open this way. Doors to open out like this. It's another one on the other side. And then there's doors on the top right here that open like this so you can deal with your chickens. You can even get in there if you want to. But I'm just showing you this just to show you the amenities. And if a raccoon can get in there, he can have them, because that's crazy. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and put the other one on the top. Yeah, hold on. Let me see. And it's short, and you can get to everything you're trying to get to. It's almost like a chicken tractor, a quick chicken tractor. I'm gonna put the other panel on. Just like that. And tomorrow I'm gonna put the clamps on the roof to lock the roof in place, and I'll be done. It'll be done. Then I'm gonna tighten everything up. Okay? So, any last questions? Let me get my glasses. I'm ready for the question now. Hit me with them. We got about 20 minutes. Yeah, I was thinking that too for the quail. Come on, pup. Jump for your life. All right. Perfect for quail. But quail don't seem very smart. Like they would walk right over to the side of, a possum or a raccoon came up. They don't move very much. What's the pH of my water? I don't know. I've been drinking well water for the last 3 days. That's all I've been drinking. I know it was a lot of questions when I was working. Let me see. Was with wheels on that thing, it sure would be like a chicken tractor. You could move it up and down your lawn. Yeah, and you know something else? They actually make wheels that you can put on just about anything, and you could have that as a chicken tractor. And I'm gonna tell you one other thing too. This little guy here, you could just go ahead and do a little spot welding so this never moves, so it'll always be locked in place. Sunday Backyard Farmer. What's going on, my brother, man? It's good to see you. Say that Green Tractor Company don't like sharing diagrams and part numbers. They want you to go through go through them for everything. Hey, brother Sunday, I want one so bad. I want the green one so bad, brother. But that's the problem. They're damn, I always messed that up. Proprietary with everything. They're like the Apple of the tractors. So that's the problem I'm having. I really want this one, and it's a green one. Do you buy John Deere products? Why? Why, free thinker? Why would that? Do I buy John Deere products? Why? I don't understand the question. Green tractors made in Mexico. Um, what? What is y'all talking about? Oh, I get it. I almost messed up. Almost messed up. Almost bit that bait. What's up, unicorn lady? Sunday backyard farmer, man. It's always a pleasure to see you, brother. Dream 9, would you maybe put quail in the same enclosure with the chicken just above the chicken coop? I got quails in there with the chicken already. My quails are in there. My quails are in there with my chickens, and they're doing just fine. Do you have any turkey? No, I got some stuffing though. Let me see. If you buy a John Deere, don't get it from the big box store. They just let them sit for years and gas go bad. Hey, Sylvia's Garden, how you doing? Okay. All right. So this is the cage. This is the short cage of the identical cage over here from Producer's Pride from Tractor Supply. I'm just giving out information. This is just a quick humbug type video. The only reason I did this because I wanted to show you how well they're built and how fast it is to put them together. All I did before y'all came was put those two panels together and those other two panels together. That's all I did. And the rest just go together like Lego blocks. Eddie Morrison said you bought your land yesterday. Congratulations. Congratulations. Let me see. If the short chicken cage is $5.99, then how much are the tall ones? The short ones aren't $5.99. The tall ones used to be $5.99. I don't know what they are right now. And you can catch the tall one you used to be able to catch the tall one on sale. Like now it's the holiday, they would drop down to $3.99 or $2.99, but then they'll go back to $5.99. But now with all the tariffs and everything, I don't know what the price is, right? Spicing says just finished setting up 2 raised beds today. Tomorrow I'll be setting up rain barrels. Good for you. That's wonderful. Let me see. Sylvia say you waiting for the tall cages to go on sale. Sylvia, it don't look like that's ever gonna happen, huh? The way things are going, it don't look like that'll ever happen. Okay, I'ma end the video. Uh, I'm gonna end the video with this. I'm not gonna end it, but I'm gonna finish out like this. Y'all better get the stuff you need to get now. That's why I'm not playing. You better get what you need to get now. Stop waiting for the sale price. I don't think that's gonna happen. I don't think that's gonna happen. Hey, how you doing, Jamie? Say you got your chickens, 7 pullets. Cross your fingers and hope they all pullets. Congratulations. How you doing, Miss Shirley OG? How you doing? It's good to see you. Okay. Let me see. The heat in Florida has been a bit brutal on my chickens. Do you have them covered up? Do you have some kind of cover on your coop? The reason people be tripping about why I don't have an enclosed coop. The tall cages are now $6.99. Cat the trucker says. She says the tall coops are now $6.99. I knew it. I knew it. Thank you, Shaggy, for that. Said little for the pond fund. Every little bit helps, man. I thank you for that. I appreciate it. Bang says, I'm looking to make an investment on Delta 3. They have a good deal right now. You should go for it. Use my code. Dreaming9 says, there are some solar fans for chicken coops, I believe. You know, you don't need them depending on where you are. Hey, my Renaissance grandma, how you doing? Say, you're right. If you can afford it, just buy it now. Ain't that the truth? Ain't that the truth? If you can afford to get the supplies you need right now, please stop waiting for the sale paper to come out. Please stop waiting for the sale ads. It's not going, the prices are not going back down. Say the pond company may buy that clay soil you dig for your pond. Jesse, I'm glad you said that because I got something to tell you. Said because somebody else said that in another video I put out, and I wanted to address that, but I didn't have a chance. You says the pond company may buy that clay soil you dig up for your ponds. I will not sell my clay. You know why? They will use that clay however they want to or whatever. But you know something? You gotta be nuts to sell your soil. Did you hear what I just said? Selling your soil? This is why. If you're a landowner, and this is for Jesse Harmon and this is for everybody else, I'm gonna repeat this again. Pond company may buy the soil you dig for their they may buy your clay that you dig up from the pond. They may buy it from you, right? Okay, let me put this on you real quick. If you sell the soil, if you don't have anywhere else to put your soil when you dig a pond or a swimming pool or something else, you may want to elevate your land, use that soil to put in potholes in your lane, your driveway, whatever. Do not sell your soil. You hear what I said? Don't sell your soil. And this is why. You don't know what's in that soil. You see clay. Depending on where you are, you may sell a chunk of gold that's worth millions. You may sell gold dust that's worth millions. You may sell a diamond that's worth millions. You may sell an ancient artifact that's worth millions. While they out there digging, you need to be out there with them. You see soil. They see money. Have you ever seen construction workers scoop that soil out and they'll have a pile over here, but they keep putting a little pile over here? If you ever watched construction workers or seen a house being built, they'll have a little pile of soil over here for no reason, And I'm not saying I know what they're doing. I'm just speculating, okay? I've also seen, after the construction is done, I've seen people sifting through that little pile of dirt. And you would think, oh, somebody lost their wedding ring, somebody lost their watch, somebody lost their wallet or their cell phone. Did they lose their personal items? Or did they dig up something that's worth thousands or millions of dollars? And you come out and say, everything okay? Yeah, I lost my wallet. You go out there and be like, oh, okay, hang out and just look for it as long as you need to. If you find it, just let me know. And if I see it, you don't know what they out there looking for. Your soil, man, that may be your meal ticket. Sylviard's Garden say $6.99 is the price I've been seeing. I guess I better get on it before $7.99. I'm not talking no politics, but it just don't look like the prices on anything is about to go down, at least for the next 4.5 years. That's all I'm saying. I'm trying to stack up as much. Let's go in the house and get a little light for this last 15 minutes. Come on, close up the coop with me. We gonna close up this coop. The girl done went in the house for the night. I accidentally left this door open last night. Lady led in the middle of the night. She said, "Did you close the coop?" I said, "I'm gonna pray for him. I'm gonna pray for him, and I ain't going out there tonight." Okay, so let me count them. Now I want y'all to see this. Look, 1, 2, 3. It's one on the outside. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wait a minute, that ain't right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, yeah, that's 9. The 8th one is out there, and I'm gonna tell you why. She's out in the pig pen because she thought she was a pig and went out here and flew over the electric fence. So her butt is stuck in here. She's stuck in here. And I don't want her stuck outside. I am not calling you Bobby Brown. Not only is she stuck in the freaking, oh, okay. She on her own. She on her own. She's stuck in the freaking, oh my God, in the danger zone. She might get her whole head plucked off. Come on, pup. Ain't nothing I can do to save her tonight. Cause I'm not putting on my pig boots. Come on. All right, hold on, y'all. Okay. All right. Let's finish off this last 15 minutes. Cut this fan off. It ain't that hot no more. Okay. Save the pig. What are you talking about? Yeah, I'm not going in the pig pen tonight. Because they're gonna start crowding me because they gonna think I got food and I can't see. It's dark. It's electrical wiring out there. That chicken, she did 2 different weird things. She got herself into this. She gonna have to get herself out. She's clearly very smart. So she better use her freaking sense before it get too dark. Okay. All right. Let's finish it out. So I'm glad you got water there now. Just super excited for you guys. Let me tell you something. You have no idea how glad I am to have water. Because now, hey, the wash up sessions ain't just like this no more. You know, I got a list. I wrote down all of my priorities. And one of them is I got to build this shower out here. Dave Busby says, Sylvia Garden Adventures, as long as I've been knowing you, you better late than never. I hope you talking about that Coop. Better late than never. I hope, maybe I missed the conversation. Um, Bet that lemonade was good. What are you talking about? Is there a stream to fill your pond? No. Let me see. Yvonne says, you may have said this before, but do you have a timeline for starting the house? What do you mean by starting the house? Or do you mean starting a car? What are you talking about? Do I have a timeline for starting the house? Yvonne, can you explain that to me? Uh, I don't know how to pronounce your first name. Ramp. What are the pigs for? 5, 6, 7. Sray Ramp. What would you have pigs for? I'm just curious. If you had pigs, what would you use them for? Gene says the last show you made lemonade. Oh yeah, it was good. What's up, Analytic Gardener? How you doing, sister? Say I chuckle too much at the water videos. There's nothing like that good old country well water. So happy for you guys, man. You don't know. Just keep watching. Divine says, question: what predators are you aware of in your area? Versus aliens. I don't. Divine. What do you mean? What predators are am I aware of in my area? Like for what? I'm just trying to get the gist of the questions so I can answer them properly, y'all. Some of these questions, whoa! I like answering questions, but I'm just trying to understand them. Yvonne said, apologies if I ask something personal. No, I'm just trying to get what y'all talking about. Like the timeline for the house. I don't understand. I know what Bell family, I know what they mean. I know what they mean by what predators. I'm trying to figure out why. I'm trying to if I can answer a question properly, that'll save me a lot of time and them a lot of time. So I'm just trying to figure out what you want to know that for, and then I'll answer it. That'll help me answer it properly. Perhaps she means the house for Lady Led. I don't see. That's why I'm just see everybody is assuming. That's why I asked her, what is she talking about? Cause see how that just went? That could go anywhere. I don't know what she's talking about. Hey Kia, how you doing? Yvonne says you have a spot for the house. We have been told. I'm just wondering when or if you have a timeline for starting that bill. See, I like the way you put that because now I understand it. No, I don't have a timeline. I just want to make sure I put it like this. Here's my timeline. I'm not trying to go in debt. So now I can answer that. Because, see, I was going to go a whole nother direction with that. I'm not going in debt. If I make a come up or something happen, wonderful, and I can pay for a house and pay it off, I'm not trying to go in debt. Let me tell you why. I'm going to tell you why. And Divine Spark says, predators for you animals led, what kind of things will come for the chickens? Everything. Everything is a predator to chickens. Literally everything. I think some vegetarians will eat a chicken. And I mean vegetarian animals, herbivores. Okay. Let me let y'all in on a quick one. I purchased my land. I purchased my land free and clear. I don't owe anything on my land except my taxes, my land taxes. Okay, I don't own any. I don't owe anything. I hold the deed to this land. So this doesn't make any sense to me. Let me just put you into my perspective real quick. I have a house already. I'm paying a mortgage already, right? My whole goal was not to turn into no full-time farmer. I love my gardening, I love farming and livestock and stuff, but that is not my main goal. My main goal was to get out of debt. I wanted some land and to have it paid off so I have a place that I can always lay my head without worrying about somebody coming and putting a pink slip on my door. Now here's the problem with that. If you put a house, if I build a house on this land, say I build a $400,000 house on this land, and then I'm not able to finish paying for that house, they foreclose on that house. What's going to happen to the land? That's a question for everybody. If I build a house on this land, if I build a brick and mortar house on this land, and then they mess around, I mess around and something happened where I can't pay for that $400,000 house anymore, right? What will happen to my land if I can't pay for this house? That's a question I want you to answer. Damn right. The land goes with it. Once you put a brick and mortar house on here, you put a brick and mortar house on this land, it attaches itself. Then both of them are together. You just threw everything you ever worked for away purchasing that land because you wanted your pinky out to purchase a $400,000 house that you weren't able to pay for. So your crap shoot buying that house, now you lost everything. So I went from being debt free, owning acres of land that could save my entire family, to having it all taken away from me because I wanted my pinky out house. I don't want that. And to be 100% honest with you, I could have built my wife that $400,000 house already. We both agreed we're not trying to go into debt. We're not trying to go into debt. I got a house on a lake with some acres on it, and already I got a mortgage on it. Okay? I'm not trying to get another mortgage and then risk everything trying to ball out. That's not it, man. If I can't pay for it, I will even say this. If I had everything except for 50,000, say I financed 50,000, I would do it. If I could buy a $400,000 house or whatever price house it is, and all I owe left is about 50,000, I know I can scrounge up 50. I know if I hustle good, hustle hard, I can scrounge up 50 to pay the house off and own it, have the mortgage and the deed. So now, if you have a house that's fully paid off, now the house and the land are together as one, debt free. See, I'm going to say this in the simplest terms. You got land, debt free. You don't owe a single soul on it. I paid cash for this land, right? All these acres, I paid cash. All right. Now, if you buy a house that has a $400,000 mortgage or any kind of mortgage on it, and a brick and mortar, mind you, brick and mortar, meaning they gluing this house to the ground, and you put that house on that land, they become one. So this house cancels out this free debted land. Now all of that goes together. That mortgage on that house and this land is together. So if you screw up and can't pay for this house, they taking it all. Now see, here's the difference between a brick and mortar and like a manufactured home or a mobile home. Because if you default on this manufactured home or this mobile home, it got wheels on it. They will come by and repossess that house, but they can't do nothing with your land. So that's a benefit of getting like a manufactured home or a mobile home. If you don't want to if you want to stay debt free and you don't want to throw your dice into the crap shoot, don't buy no brick and mortar home and put on that land unless you can pay it off. That's all I'm saying. If anybody know any different, school me, because my wife is a real estate agent, and that's what I've been told. Okay, because I asked that question back when we was gonna get a house, because I don't want to be in debt like that. You know, my little debt, I'm trying to wipe that little bit of debt out. I don't need $400,000 worth of debt. Hey TLC, how you doing, my sister? Okay. Dreaming Nine says, have you heard of those houses from clay? Hurricane, earthquake, fireproof. They building them supposedly in California now. No, I've never heard of anything like that. Tam Tam says, please don't listen to half of these folks that don't even have one house. The rest of us get it. The rest of us get it. Land that's yours is where I'm trying to be. Thanks for letting the rest of us see that. You're so welcome. Mama Fox says, great advice and confirmation. Literally was thinking along these lines today. David Busby said, you are right. Earth houses. Yeah, I'm not trying to live in one of them. I said, Mr. Led, how you doing? Are you telling the truth right now? Yes. The Bell family said, I wonder how modular home works with that situation. A modular home, that's a good question. Now that one I don't know. Because a modular home is damn near a brick and mortar, you know? So I don't know. Does that modular home, because I know they play with words a lot, does that modular home still have wheels on it? Is it on a frame, a towable frame? Thank you. That's what I was thinking, Yvonne. As long as you can move it, it's not fixed property. Amen to that. Right. Leslie even said it. It depends on the foundation. If that house is not glued to that ground and it's not sitting on a footer and you know, as long as you can pick it up and take it, I don't think that the land and the house is still separate. TLC says, Led, can the parcel be sub-registered into more than one, like up here? Can the parcel be sub-registered? I don't understand what you mean by that, TLC. What do you mean by sub-registered? You mean like the house is separate from the land? Because now school me. Okay, yeah, Jacqueline said the modular home is like a brick home. Yeah, it's like a brick home. Brick and mortar. They can take the trailer, but not the land. Mic drop. Right. And that's the pluses on having one of those a mobile home, or let me see. TLC, can the parcel be split into more than one and put the houses on the smaller parcel? Yes. Yes, I get what you're saying now. Yes. Yes, it could. Yes, it could. And if you look, when you're looking for property, how many people, that's a good one. Hey, Kaja Malik, how you doing? Now, that's a good one. But have you ever been looking for land and see this little bitty house somewhere and it's surrounded by is landlocked or something. The house might be in the center of something, or a piece of land is in the center of some other land and is landlocked. That's what happened because they sold a little piece off to somebody or a family member and it went bad, and now that one little piece is separated from the rest of that land and is landlocked. Ladybug says it depends on the state laws and if the house mobile home is grandfathered in. Hey, the everyday life of the OCD is chick. What's going on, my sister? Happy holiday to everybody. Let me see. Yeah, that's tricky, Dreaming On. You right, that's tricky. This whole conversation this is where you got to do your research. Because I'm sure most of us right now are either trying to get out of debt or trying to stay out of debt. I'm not trying to look, I'm in debt enough, just like the average Joe, where I'm not trying to go no deeper than that. I'm trying to dig my way out of that little debt and be totally 100% debt free. That's what I'm trying to do. Right? Andre said, either way, paying cash is the best option, staying debt free. Yes. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. So that's how I feel. That's how I feel. That's why I purchased a mobile home, and I'll be done with the debt in 3 years. I'm done with being in debt. Amen to that. Amen to that. Look, I'm not. This is no time to be in debt. I don't want to do it no more. You know what I'm doing right now? Won't parcel equal up to 2 separate property taxes? Yes, it will. Yes, it will. But still, that's a disadvantage. But at the same time, it's an advantage if something bad happens. It's kind of you're paying that extra tax bracket or that extra property tax. That's kind of your insurance that they don't take all of your land. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, the Bell family says yes. That debt is really control, keep you on a leash, and it's a real burden. Yes, it is. Yeah. So yeah, paying 2 property taxes, yes, but then you gotta look at something else too. If you're just cutting out, just say you're cutting out 1 acre to build that house on, the property taxes for a house and 1 acre is going to be different than a bunch of acres with really no house or no structure on it. So the land I pay for this, you wouldn't even believe what I pay for taxes for this. If I told y'all how much I paid for taxes, everybody would probably go out and buy them some land right now. Everybody be like, you don't really own it. You still got to pay land taxes. Yeah, I know. I know. My land taxes for all these acres is probably a fraction of your rent. Did you hear what I said? It's a fraction. My land taxes per year is cheaper than your light bill. My land taxes per year is cheaper than your cell phone bill. Try that on for size. Kaja Malik says, I would rather pay for an empty land than a house. Amen. Than a house was. I'm with you, sister. I'm with you. Sylvia says land taxes are so cheap depending on the state, but you still gotta look. Even when you pay in a high tax bracket, say like in California or Texas, or not Texas, but California or something like that. Give me 2 ticks. Let me get my phone battery here. If you're paying land taxes and your land taxes are high, they high, but it's still not what people think. Let me see. Okay. Miss D's Garden says, right, Lev, my land taxes are cheaper than my cell bill. Hey, I'm telling you. Let me see. Um, Michael Palmer said, it's way cheaper than my $4,500 per year. It's way cheaper than my $4,500 per year. What you, that's your taxes? That's, now your taxes will change once you put a permanent structure on it too, like a brick and mortar house. A brick and mortar house put on your land changes your land taxes pretty significantly versus putting a mobile home or a modular home on it, or a manufactured home rather. Sray said that's cheap on land taxes. Is that the same as property tax? Yes. Yes. Listen, when you hear people tell you the reason they don't buy land is because you don't own anything, and they saying you still got to pay taxes to the government. You got to pay taxes to the government no matter what you do. When you pay your rent, part of your rent is going to the landlord. The landlord is paying the taxes, no matter what you pay in taxes. Now, here's the thing. You're paying rent. You can't borrow anything. You can't borrow against your apartment that you don't own. You can't go to the bank and say, I'm putting my apartment up for collateral because I want to purchase this other piece of property or this other house or some kind of business move. You want to start a small business and you need a loan and the bank needs collateral. You can't use your apartment for that. They don't care about your apartment. You don't own it. You can't use somebody else's something to help you move forward. And I'm gonna go ahead and say this, but um, our folks, a lot of us don't know this game. It's a game, family. It's a game. And you don't realize, and I keep hearing that stirring around our community a lot about owning property is ridiculous. And you got to understand, okay, all right, y'all got me. I'm not going to talk about politics, but I can't say this without dipping my baby toe into politics. This is what I'm going to say. Why do you think these rich people are rich? All these millionaires and billionaires just running everything right now are not using none of their own money. They're borrowing from you, from me, from other businesses, from all this other stuff. They want money from you. They don't want to use their money for their investments. That's how this works. That's how they get rich and that's how they stay rich. You're wondering right now, and I'm sure everybody is wondering, they've been watching the news, they've been watching the media, and you're wondering, why do billionaires want a tax break? Why on God's green earth do billionaires want a tax break? Well, you can put it, if you think about it in small potato terms, okay? Those billionaires and millionaires are gambling with your money, okay? Imagine me and you go to the casino. Think about this now, okay? I got money in my savings account, and I got money that I'm saving to purchase my new house, okay? I'm gonna buy my family a new house. I'm thinking on, let's bring this millionaire, billionaire crap down to me and your reality, poor people reality, okay? I'm saving my nickels and dimes to purchase my first piece of land, my nickels and dimes to purchase my first house for my family, my nickels and dimes to purchase my first tractor. See, that don't sound like much, okay? So I'm saving my money so I can make a come up. Okay, you invite me to the casino for Friday night, right? You and a couple of the gang is like, hey man, let's go to the casino. And you know you got $3,000 saved up, right? You got 3 grand saved up. You like, the last thing I want to do is go to the casino. I'm not spending my money. And y'all going without me. But they want you to go with them so much because you the life of the party. Come on, man. Just come on. Look, I tell you what. I know you said you ain't spending your money. I'm gonna throw you 200. I'm gonna throw you 200. You blow it and spend it however you want to. You like, okay, I'll go to the casino with you if I'm gonna be spending your money. I'm gonna piss your money away. It's your money. You give it to me. Now, whatever I win off of your money, I keep it, right? I don't gotta give you nothing, right? No, man, I just want you to go with me. You go to the casino. Well, I go to the casino now, and I'm spending your money. I gamble. I win off your money, and you don't get shit. Income tax. These millionaires and billionaires are doing exactly what I just told you. But they're so greedy that they do not want to. All these investments and power moves and business and corporation purchases and power mergers and stuff they're doing, they're using me and your money to do that. They sitting on $1 billion, $1 million nest eggs. They're not using their own money. They're making these business moves and propositions and stuff with our money. That's why they don't care if they piss it away. Right? So it's no different than me using my friend's money to go gamble. I'm not going to use mine. So imagine this. These millionaires and billionaires are taking your money and my money and purchasing land, purchasing skyscrapers, purchasing all these businesses. They're purchasing mergers and all this with our money. We don't get nothing out of it. We don't even get to work in some of these places, these jobs. But they're playing with our money. So if you play the same game on our level, don't use your money. For instance, look, I own this land, right? Let's just say I wanted to purchase another piece of land. Let's say I wanted to purchase 15 more acres, right? But I'm broke, or I don't want to touch my savings. What do? I go to the bank. I get a loan. The loan is going to use this land as collateral, meaning if I don't pay my mortgage, what you see, Pup? Come here. Get up here. Get up here. Meaning, if I don't pay my mortgage, okay. When she bark, I listen. Meaning, if I don't pay my mortgage, they can take my land. So they're using my land as collateral, right? Here's my plan though. Okay. When I purchase the extra 15 acres, what I'm going to do, I'm going to take all the lumber on that land. I'm going to sell all the lumber, sell all the everything on the land, make that money back, pay off the mortgage. Look, I'm not using none of my money. Or take that same land and whatever is left on that loan, put some kind of business on it, build something on it, make it pay for itself, pay its own loan off. I didn't use none of my money. I used the bank's money. All I used my land for was collateral. I hope that didn't sound too sketchy because I had so many pauses in it. Did anybody catch any of that? Because when she started barking, I had to put some kibble in the Glockweiler. Right, Sylvia says, yep, any other property don't get the exemption. See what I'm saying? I ain't going. I don't know what kind of movie you watch. I don't go checking for noises. I let the noise come to me. Then I can legally eliminate the noise. You don't go hunting around. This is not Scooby Doo and the detective agency. I don't go looking for knocks in the. Hello, is anybody home? No, that ain't me. All right, that ain't your guy. So back to the reality of the game. So do you understand what I'm saying? You don't. Right, we do not investigate. We eliminate. We do not investigate. We may evacuate, but we do not investigate. You understand? Not me. Do you understand you can't see your hand in front of your face out here? I'm not going to be having a flashlight in one hand and a Glock water in the other one like, hello? Anybody out here? Mm-mm. That movie never ends right. So, uh, so that's how these rich people play it, and that's how I'm trying to play the game. I'm trying to play the same game they play. Kaj Malik says a full moon makes a difference in the country, and it ain't no full moon tonight. So it's the truth, all right? I'm just telling you, they play this game, and we can play it too. So if you're renting, and you hear, let me just back that up. If you hear somebody tell you don't be a landowner because you still got to pay it anyway, ask them, do they have to register their car every year and pay the taxes on their tags? Do they got to register and change their license every few years and go pay for that little renewal of your license? Do you got to go every time you need a new credit card? Got to put that little payment in? People is silly, man. Don't listen to people like that because they don't know what they're talking about. So renting, I'm not knocking nobody that rent at all because I have been a renter, but I promise you this: don't ever let nobody lie to you and tell you that renting is better than ownership, even if you paying taxes. And that's somebody who just said this. Divine Spark says they're also missing out on generational wealth for their family. Some folks are. So listen, can you pass your apartment down to your children if something happened to you? Can you divvy out and split your apartment? Even if you're renting, I keep saying apartment because when you hear rent, that's the first thing you think of. When you're renting somebody else's property, can you say if something happened to me, you can have the backyard, you can have the garage, you can have that spot over there by my koi pond. You can't do nothing. You can't do anything with somebody else's property if you're renting. You're still paying taxes when you pay your rent. Trust and believe it. But if you're a landowner and you're paying land taxes, you know what I can do? I can say, son, if something happened to me and your mama, you get 5 acres. Your sister get 5 acres. Your little brother get 5 acres. I could split that up accordingly and keep it in the family. You cannot do that renting. You can't. If something happened to me, let me see. Sylvia says renting is paying the owner's taxes. Absolutely. You're paying the landowner's land taxes. The analytic gardener says renting without access to tax breaks that requires ownership. Listen again. I'm not listening to nobody tell me about uh, owning land is stupid. They've been telling me this for the last 3 years, and I'm not listening to. Though that phrase is coming from people that don't own anything, have never owned anything, is horrible with business. They have never done anything. Trust me. Listen, I'm not saying that to be mean. Listen to me close. I'm not saying this to be mean. I'm saying it because it's true. Think about it. Who on God's green earth would tell you owning your own home is stupid? Because that's the way the system is set up and it's always been this, you really never own anything. That comes from people that's never owned anything. Nobody that's ever owned anything would ever say such a thing. Because they know the benefits of it. Let me see. Homesteading for real say they want perpetual renters. They'll own nothing and you'll be happy. Amen. Prep and T says I own my home. I can't force people to believe it that they can pay rent. They can pay a mortgage. Right. If they can pay rent, they can pay a mortgage. Because usually rent is way higher than mortgage payment. Some people don't know how to think outside the box. If things get real bad, I can collect cans to pay your tax. I rest my case. I rest my case. TLC says not only is a mortgage better than rent, but there comes a time that the mortgage is paid off and then you pay your yearly taxes. Amen. Sylviard says with a mortgage you have an end date. Renting, you never stop paying. That deserves a standing ovation. You never stop paying rent. Your mortgage has a day when you're done making that last payment to the bank. Oh, let's throw one more on. Let's throw one more shrimp on the barbie for you. If you own your own home, not only can you borrow against your own home, you can actually get it cheaper when interest rates go down and you refinance to get a cheaper interest rate. That's one, saving yourself some money, right? Let me see. Hold on a minute. Uh, Kaj Malik says 13 acres is listed for over $1 million. Is zone commercial. That land probably costed much of nothing when they sold it. Yeah, it probably bought it for pennies, but the value went up because of construction. Absolutely, and they rezoned it, so that makes a difference too. Okay. A home and land is best investment possible. Can't make no more of it. Yes, that's very true. But you can use your land. You use your land like these are your bargaining chips. These are your bargaining chips. And people don't know it. You're using the bank's money to try to get debt free or move up in life. Step up the ladder a little bit. Okay. So I've been on here an hour and a half, y'all. I don't want to keep you. I just want to throw something at y'all real quick. But do me a favor, be watching tomorrow. I got something to show you that's crazy important. It's crazy dope, and you ain't gonna believe it. All right. So be watching out for that. All right. Please, please, because okay, This is what I'm gonna give you. I'm going to give you a clue of what's going to happen tomorrow. I'm going to come on live and I'm going to announce this. Okay? Me and Lady Led, we're doing a Mythbusters episode. And we're going to bust some myths that I've been trying to tell people for the longest. And I'm not going to do it with opinions. We're not going to do it with what I heard. We're going to do it scientifically. And we're going to prove to the world. Just say tomorrow around 12-ish, but be watching out for me around 11 o'clock. And I'm going to give you the exact time, and I'm going to give you the exact link, and everybody is going to see this. And listen, this is about to help every single human being in the gardening community. In the gardening community, this is going to help every single human being in the homesteading and farming community. All of this stuff that everybody keep thinking and telling lies about, we're going to prove so you can do it yourself and prove it too. And I'm going to tell you this too. It's going to give you a way better understanding of what we're doing and why we're doing it. And we're, I want to spill the beans so bad. We're going to have a discussion afterwards. I'm not going to do it now because this is going to go deep. I need every person from the gardening community to chime in after this video. I need as many comments as I possibly can. And the reason why is because everybody's been saying these lies. And if you're in the gardening and the homesteading community, you've heard lies year after year after year after year. These same lies over and over and over again. Over and over again. And I've been saying that's a lie. No, it's true. I said, that's a lie. How do you know, Led? Because that's a lie. That's why. Because y'all listen to too many damn rumors and too much back and forth, or he say, she say, garbage. It's a lie. It's a lie. And we gonna prove it. All right? So, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna go over to my wife's channel at 12 o'clock p.m. I'm gonna come on at 11 a.m. and I'm gonna remind you again because me and Lady Led gonna be watching while y'all watching. We're gonna do this on Lady Led's channel because y'all need to see this. All right? And it's gonna be nothing. I don't want to hear it no more after this. Like ever. All right? Because, and matter of fact, go prove it your own self now. We showing you how to prove it your own self. Okay? Ain't no more, no, Led, because I ain't trying to hear it. Proof is in the pudding. Proof. Scientific proof. All right? So I see y'all tomorrow on Lady Led 73's channel. I'll be back at 11 a.m. to remind you. All right? Led Farmer 73. Everybody have a wonderful night. Enjoy your holiday. Whether you celebrate it or not, guava. All right? Good night, everybody. Pup, can you stop licking? You licking Blue's Clues. Now I don't want to be around to watch that. I would show y'all, but I can't show you. Baby, you got to go somewhere else and lick your Blue's Clues. She trying to find her own burp, 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 burp. Don't that ain't where the clues be hiding out in your butt. Go over there and do that. Why you gotta be on me and lick your butt? Gotta lay all on me and prop herself up and go over there and lick your own butt. Look, that ain't why you happy. Why your tail wagging? That ain't cool. You smell like Go over there and romance the stone. Don't come over here all up on me. Got a little paw. I felt something sharp in my side. Like what? Look. Go over there and do that. Hey, it's private time. She listening to her. Just slip on your red dress and put on those high heels and some of that sweet perfume. Go over there and do that. Yo, Johnny Gill. Slide on your lipstick. Let your puppy hair down. Go over there. Shit. Jeez. She was going to town. Like, take it easy. Goodness gracious. You mess around, get dizzy. Okay, yeah. Good grief. So with that being said, everybody have a wonderful night. She just kind of held up all that for me. I wasn't ready to see that. Good night, everybody. I'll see y'all tomorrow at 11 a.m. and at 12 p.m. sharp. All right? Live from 73. I love you, and I'm out. You ready? You ready? Okay. All right, y'all. See you later. So, everyday life of OCD, chicks say dogs need love too. Yeah, to they self. Do it like everybody else. Go lock the bathroom door and cut on the shower water so people can't hear, you know. Good grief. Good grief.